Here we go.
Alright.
All right. Let's drink. Oh, hey! Okay, let's drink some wine. Hi, everyone. We're the Wine Brothers. I'm Brian Hinchberger.
And I am Paul Hinchberger.
We are going to taste some killer wine today. Bon Vivant Imports, who I work for, we import wine from Spain, we import wine from Italy, and this is fresh off the boat. It is called Fatalone. So, from Italy. Now, you're familiar with Italy. It's the really cool thing with the big, it is a boot. The heel of the boot is a region called Puglia, or Apulia. That's where these wines come from. So what's kind of exciting is this is a Primitivo house. Now, Fatalone is on its 5th generation winemaker. His name is Pasquale Petrera. And his, well, I don't know, however many grandfathers away that is, was Nicola Petrera. Started in the late 1800s and built their estate. So now, if you think of the extension of the whole heel of the boot, kind of in the middle area is a region called Gioia del Colle. I'm very good at my Italian, yeah? No. So Gioia del Colle is this region that has its own clone of Primitivo. So it's Primitivo Gioia del Colle. When you've probably tasted Primitivo before, it's a different clone from further down south in the Salento region. A little bit bigger, a little bit more intense, kind of darker fruits. Because Primitivo, if you know or don't know, is directly related to Zinfandel, our Zinfandel in California. So very similar grape there. In fact, almost identical. Right. However, there is different clones. They ascend or descend from Croatian grapes, I believe. Yeah. Plavik Mali and Srljenik Kastelanski. But the grapes have kind of derived, and the Gioia del Colle is a beautiful, beautiful expression of Primitivo. And I'm so excited, because I haven't tasted these in months. They just hit the water, or they just hit the land, so they hit the water, then the land, and now they hit our table, and going to go into the glass, into our bellies. So Pasquale is this fantastic guy. He's, young, he's vibrant, he's very, very excited, passionate about what he does, and he's been having this amazing tradition passed on generation after generation of how to make the Primitivo Gioia del Colle of the Petrera house. It's very, very exciting. Let's start drinking, and I'll kind of keep chatting. But we're going to start with a wine that they call Terres. Now, in this area, look at the color on that. Yeah. Do you see how light that is? Have you ever seen Primitivo that light? Nope. So, in this area, Puglia is a hot region. Very, very hot. How's it smell?
It smells really good.
Yeah. So, very, very hot region. And in the summertime, there are these things. There are these neviere. There are these old buildings that they literally dug out underneath ground of stone, and I'll get into kind of what the soil's made up of here. But in these old dugout stone with huge thick stone walls, they would literally in the winter when snow hit, they would push as much snow into this neviere as possible, and it would keep snow for the entire it would keep ice essentially for the entire summertime during the growing season. So they actually used to love drinking rosé, and they still drink rosé in Puglia, but they would chill down wine with cold water that they made cold with the old snow.
Right.
Pretty sweet. So that was essentially what created this wine. The Terres, they thought, you know what, we love rosé, but we want to drink the Primitivo, a little bit more oomph from the Primitivo. So they started this. The Terres is made from, this is unique to Primitivo Gioia del Colle in all of the Mediterranean. There is a second budding now Paul knows more about this stuff than I do, but in the vineyards, on the vines, the grapes grow, and about a week or two later, there's a second budding. Most all vines do not produce fruit. This one from that second budding.
Right.
This varietal, the Gioia del Colle Primitivo, actually has a second budding, and that second budding fruits. Smaller berries, not quite as intense, not quite as big, much more fresh, sweeter smelling, and this is entirely free-run juice of that second budding. It's called racimi. And they make this, they only do skin maceration for about 30 hours, kind of like a rosé, and they offer, serve it slightly chilled, very, very light, fresh. I mean, I haven't even tasted it. Paul.
It's like you're walking in a forest.
Ooh, I like the forest.
Damp forest floor. There's an array of different fruit trees being grown, and you're smelling all the fruits and eating and smelling and
And where are we walking to, Paul?
we're walking to the sea. Where there's, it has like everything. A lot of minerality.
So complex.
So earthy and
so
fruity at the same time.
And my memory of this wine is exactly what it is. This is a light wine. I mean, you can tell from the color. The acidity is so fresh, so mineral driven, but the earth is massive. I mean, there is, you can taste the climate, the heat of the area. And it's just this beautiful, I mean, like you said, walking through a forest with everything coming at you at once. Different fruits, red fruits, black fruits, purple fruits, blue fruits. But then at the same time, all this underbrush growing, the shrubs and the dirt and the bark. Hi, this is delicious
It's really
wine.
good. It's really interesting.
So as I smell this, I just want to really drink it every day. Now they recommend a slight chill. Put it on, drink it in the summer month. But honestly, this is very, very quaffable anytime wine. It's so gorgeous.
Really? Wow. This is delicious.
So, oh, that's so good. Paul, let's go on to the second one. But as I talk about the minerality here, now, by the way, this is all organic. So organic. It's fantastic. In 2000, they went all organic. In 2007, they went zero emission. Everything's solar panels.
Wow.
Pasquale is just fantastic. He has a lot of focus on what is important. And for generation after generation, there's like a phrase that's been passed on. That is, those who love
The earth.
Those who love and respect the earth also love God and himself. And that's been passed on. And their whole theology is based around this. Very, very natural production, as natural, hands-off as possible. When these wines are aging in barrel and when they're aging in bottle, soundproof cellar.
Oh, yeah.
With music playing, classical, soft music to just kind of help these develop. And you can taste that. I mean, you can taste the beautiful, elegance and love that has been put into these bottles. I'm getting a little emotional. Sorry about this. So, anyways, I was about to talk about the land. Now, there's this time period called Oligocene after Jurassic, but we're talking 30 million years ago. Italy
Give or
didn't
take a few years.
Yeah, give or take a couple years.
Something like
Maybe 3. 3. And Italy didn't quite look the same. And the heel of the boot, actually Italy came down and it went underwater, and then the very end of the boot came back out, the heel of the boot. So where Gioia del Colle sits was actually underwater, which makes it pretty brilliant. It was actually a strait. And where they sit, on the hill of Spinamarino is what it's called, within Gioia del Colle, everything was underwater. So there's tons of marine fossils. The rocks, check out this picture of excavated rocks. When they decided to make the new winery with all new vineyards, they excavated everything. And the rocks are giant, and they're marine fossil, amazing things that they then took and built the cellar with.
Wow.
So they really attribute that permanent freshness to the soil. So Paul, how's the Primitivo? This is the Primitivo Gioia del Colle 2006. What do you think?
Surprisingly, it's not as earthy as the first wine. It's definitely more fruit driven and minerality driven. It's dark fruits, blackberries, blueberries, dark cherry. But then there's that minerality component, which is really, really interesting and delicious.
Yeah, this is so focused, so much fruit, so much acidity, so much deliciousness. I'm so excited about these, if you can't really tell.
Awesome.
So, basically, this is the Primitivo, and then he does a Reserva. Now, on this aging, he does 6 months in stainless steel. By the way, the Terres, all stainless steel. 15 months in stainless, 3 months in bottle, then release. The Primitivo, 6 months in stainless steel, 6 months in Slavonic oak, and 6 months in bottle. The Reserva, that we'll just get to now, is 10 months in stainless, 10 months in Slavonic oak, 10 months in stainless again, and then 6 months in bottle. Beautiful integration. I think it's a really cool thing.
It is. It's great.
So, Paul, let's taste this Reserva. These are so good. So good. So, you know what else is kind of cool? And this is a must to know. Basically, Pasquale's father's name is Filippo. In 1988, got married, and they bottled Primitivo Gioia del Colle for the first time in history. No one around had ever bottled. All wine was made for just bulk drinking. You'd fill it up and you'd drink it. In 88, they bottled their very first vintage, 87, and since then have had these wines. So Pasquale's father, Filippo, his grandfather is also Filippo. So Pasquale's grandfather is Pasquale, and the grandfather was Filippo. Filippo is the name of Fatalone. Fatalone means lady killer. One who has an unbelievable power of seduction of women.
So basically, our nickname is also now Fatalone.
Or we're just fat and alone.
Yeah, fat and alone.
No, I'm not. Anyways, cool little fun little name on the Fatalone. And Filippo, the Fatalone, he died at 98. Every morning drank a half liter of Primitivo and a half liter of milk.
Words to live by, right there.
Does a body good. Tell me about the Reserva. 2004 Reserva.
Focused, and you kind of nailed it on the head in the last one. It's focused. It's really fruit driven. The minerality shows through, but this extra oak aging on this really kind of rounds it all out and just makes it
delightful.
Really delightful.
Oh my goodness, these are good. So price wise, we're sitting right about $22 for the Terres, about $25 for the Primitivo, and about $30 on the Reserva. So well worth it. If you see these, grab them.
Yeah.
Grab them. Unbelievable. Like I said, all organic. This is small family. This is 8 hectares of vine. 8 hectares, small estate in Spinamarino, Gioia del Colle, Ava della Puglia, Fatalone. I hope you enjoyed, and till next time. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ba, 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 ba.